Hey, what's up? This is Thune, and I just wanted to give some quick feedback on the Resto Shaman like two-piece and four-piece bonuses. I put this feedback on the PTR, and the more I play with it, the more annoying it is to like actually get use out of. So this is like really late in the process to give feedback on. Obviously, my guild has already killed Mythic Sarkareth, for example. A lot of players already have their four-piece bonus, and if you don't yet, the Catalyst is only out in like a week or two, I think. So a lot of players are going to be like using it very soon. Um, and I have an issue with both the two piece and the four piece bonus. I want to explain it as if someone has like never played Shaman before, because one, I think it's like salvageable. Like it's really close to being good, but it just has a couple of issues that need fixing. And then two, I actually think that something similar to it would make for like a great addition to the talent tree for some of the talents that like maybe don't get used as often, um, if those issues are fixed. So we'll start with like the two piece bonus. So how it works is if a player has Riptide on them and you are pressing Riptide pretty often, you'll often have like 4 to 5 Riptides out, depending on the talents that you play. And if a player has a Riptide on them and then you press Healing Rain, then all of those players get healed for a large amount. So my Riptide currently heals for 24,000 initial heal, and my Tide Waters heals for 31,000. So it's a pretty good amount of healing every single time you press Healing Rain, which is only a 10-second cooldown. Um, so the main issue that the two piece has is that it's like most of the healing is just going into overhealing, even on really heavy damage fights. So for example, this is Magmarax Mythic at almost like 200k HPS, and the fight has really frequent damage events. So people are not like often topped, and even with the bonus doing 3%, which is actually pretty good for a like two-piece bonus, it still has like 45% overhealing, which really sucks because like this is like super fight specific, but a lot of the times this is as high as like 70 or 80% overhealing, and it feels like it feels really bad to have that much of your bonus do essentially nothing, because that healing also does not get contributed to Cloudburst at the moment. I'm not sure if that's a bug or not, but it currently doesn't. So the two pieces overhealing for way too much, um, primarily because it's just like happening way too often, and it like the heal is like too big. So and you're like hitting these exact same targets over and over and over again. So Riptide lasts for either 18 or 21 seconds, depending on talents. Um, each player that gets a Riptide is probably going to receive 2 instances of healing from Tidewaters. So if I like Riptide myself and then I press Healing Rain, I still have 17 seconds left. Like I'm going to get at least one more Healing Rain, so I would have been healed twice, and that's just like so much healing on the same targets over and over and over again. So I really hope that gets fixed somehow. Or at the bare minimum, I think it should at least contribute to Cloudburst healing so that it doesn't feel like super wasteful. Um, and then I have a couple of issues with the four-piece bonus. So how the four-piece works is every single player that gets healed by your two-piece. So let me press Healing Rain here so you can see it. So I riptided this person and myself. So I have 2 stacks of Swelling Rain. So you get like a short bonus right after you press Healing Rain, and then this one is a stacking bonus up to 15 stacks. And this gets consumed, so it buffs your Healing Wave or Healing Surge by 10% per stack, or your Chain Heal by 2% per stack. So one, this is like mathematically, it's never worth using this on Chain Heal. It's always better to just press it on Healing Wave or Healing Surge. Now, I don't think that's a bad thing, but I actually just wish that the Chain Heal bonus was like completely gone from it, because it feels more of like a hindrance than it does like it's actually like benefiting you, since it's actively just bad to press it on Chain Heal. And a lot of the times you're trying to like build up your stacks so that whenever you press Primordial Wave and then Healing Wave, all of those stacks kind of benefit for all the players that are hit by Primordial Wave. But like when you're setting up your Primordial Wave, sometimes you have to Chain Heal and then you lose all the stacks, and then that just feels bad. So the Chain Heal bonus not only is like mathematically worse, but it also just feels like a hindrance. And then my other issue with it is the 15-second buff doesn't feel like it's long enough to really get value out of. So like if you'll notice, like I'll press Healing Rain. This is my weak aura for it right here. And when Healing Rain comes back up, it's going to start glowing because that means I have less than 5 seconds to refresh my stacks. And Healing Rain is a 1.9 second cast. So right before it times out, and I pressed Healing Rain almost on CD, like I could barely refresh it. So my 2 complaints for the 4-piece bonus is that Chain Heal consumes it, and it's not actually like worth pressing on Chain Heal. Again, I don't think that's a bad thing, because Chain Heal already is like really beefy, and I don't think it needs even more modifiers to it. So maybe just completely removing the Chain Heal bonus on it entirely would actually make it feel better. And then additionally, I think the 15-second duration with only having like 1 to 2 seconds of leeway on actually like refreshing the buff properly is a little bit too tight of a window to like really get value out of. And I've noticed that especially is true in Mythic Plus. So that's my issues with the set bonus. I think like it is salvageable, like I said, and like could actually be like a cool set bonus if they do it properly, or not set bonus, but talent if they wanted to make it that in the future. So yeah, that's all so I'll see you later.